As you know, tonight is the Rebbe's birthday, 114. Tomorrow we'll have between Mincha and Ma'ariv a little gathering. We'll learn the Maimah of the Rebbe of Matzah Zu and have some fruits and finish all the chametz that there's still in the closets here, all the cookies, hamantash and everything. Please bring it out for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. So don't hide anymore. We need it for tomorrow. Just two things and then we'll conclude. Homeopathic medicine. Someone asked me if you like to have that on Pesach. So I just want to share with you, I spoke to a great rabbi about it. He told me an interesting thing, which is true. I spoke to Homeopathic also. They have, in order for them to make this remedy, it has a substance of alcohol. And the alcohol they use is either vodka or these kind of alcohol, which is 100% chametz. So, therefore, don't take homeopathic medicine on Pesach unless it's a matter of life and death. So then you won't take homeopathic if it's life and death. You go to the doctor and they go to the hospital. I understand, but we don't know unless you know the homeopathic is made from the vodka, but it has a base of alcohol. Every homeopathic has a base of alcohol. That's how they make it. No, alcohol, I mean vodka alcohol. Regular alcohol, the smearing alcohol is not a problem. That's, they can drink on Pesach also.
Wood alcohol.
Now, the other thing is, another interesting thing is interesting concept about cleaning for Pesach. That there was once a Jew that took upon himself that he's going to make his house so kosher Pesach that nothing he's going to get that was made by someone else. In other words, everything he has to make, the matzah, the wine, it's all homemade, to the point that the water, he didn't want to rely on the water that comes from the sink. So before Pesach, he got these big barrels and he goes to the river and he takes the water from the river, puts it into this big barrel, and that's the only water he uses to drink and to cook with throughout the Pesach. Why? He's afraid of the reservoirs, which the cities get the water, they go fishing, and the people put chametz there, and on Pesach, if you put chametz, even in a billion, it's no good. And he felt so proud of himself being such a holy Jew. And during Pesach, he went to visit his Rebbe. And the Rebbe offered him a piece of kugel, potato kugel. So he says, no, he doesn't eat in anyone else's houses, only something that he made. So the Rebbe said, well, my Rebbitzin also is pretty religious, she's been a chassid for many years. He said, I'm sorry. So the Rebbe said, I suspect that the water that you got for Pesach, I suspect there's chametz inside. So he says, you sure? He says, I have this suspicion. I smell some chametz coming out of it. He went back home. He opened up the barrel and there was a bagel inside the big barrel of water. He almost fainted because he was the most religious Jew that existed. And he thought that his Pesach was the best Pesach in the world. He comes running back to the Rebbe and he says, Rebbe, why did God punish me? That I wanted to be the most kosher Pesach Jew, and look what happens. God puts a bagel in my water. That's like the worst crime. He says, I'll tell you why. In order to make your house kosher for the Pesach, you can't do it yourself. You need Hashem's help. If you think that it's you doing it, that's the biggest problem. You have to realize you do your best, and Hashem does the rest. There's nothing you can do more. You're human. The Gemara says that if you have 10 pieces of chametz, and you search and you only find 9, what are you supposed to do? So the Gemara says maybe the mouse took it from one side and put it to the other side. So you have to research the whole house. But there's no end to this. Where do we end? So the thing is, you have to do your best, but you have to dive into Hashem and say, Hashem, please help me. That when I do clean my car, and I do clean my house, and I do clean the pockets in my coat pocket, and I do clean my office, that I find the chametz. It's not in your hands to really make it. It's in Hashem giving you the ability to do it. And you forgot Hashem. It was all you. So Hashem said, if it's all you, that means you're one big piece of chametz. Chametz is realizing it's not you, it's all Hashem. So the bagel, how did the bagel get there? Very simple. A bird was flying and picked up a bagel somewhere. And when he opened up the top of the barrel to get a pitch or whatever, at that moment the bird dropped the bagel. So of course we need Hashem's help. And that's what we pray throughout when we burn the chametz and whenever we do the search, that Hashem should help us, that we should have a kosher and a happy Pesach. So Hashem should help everyone, that please Hashem give us the ability that we should be able to have a kosher and a beautiful Pesach, as the Arizal says. Kol haniza mimashu chametz Pesach, whoever is careful not to even have a little chametz on Pesach, guaranteed that he's not going to sin throughout the year. Can you imagine that?